Yep, this is step into the Erica. So I'd come over here and look for Erica. Here's the Erica plan. It says it's $15.99 here, but
I hate that home name. I don't know why.
okay.
Sorry.
It is basically the same floor plan. Yep. So I would take that, and here's what I would do, Natalia. I would do a price out as if I was gonna build the garnet, but I would pull this up and I would look at every picture and I would go, what do I see here that's an upgrade for us? And then I would price it, right? I would go through and I would pick anything that I can see that feels like an upgrade, and I would add it to your price out, right? I'd go through everything in here, the backsplash, right? That's an upgrade. I'd just go through and I'd go, what do they have in this home that's an upgrade for us? And is there anything that we have that they don't have that I can see as well, so that I'm making note of all the, what's different about theirs versus ours? What do they do we don't do? And then I would just go through and pick the whole house apart like that and pretend like I'm pricing out this spec home, but as our garnet. And then you'll see what your total price is at the end. And I would make note of anything that you see that you feel like is a significant difference here. And when you get to the end of it, right, now I've got all the stuff, just looking back here real quick.
We've got the larger 3x6 windows. Not a cheap back sliding door. I don't know.
Natalia, did you say he needs a walkout though?
Yes, he is looking for a walkout.
So I mean, the same thing applies to different plans, but
yeah.
Before we get to,
so I would just pick it apart,
It helps too when you point out the things that the other builder doesn't offer. If right after you just go gay, like they don't have that gay. Just my 2 cents. John taught me that because I did a lot of model home tours with him. So
sounds about right.
I was just getting bored.
I would just go through and pick it apart, and then you'll have, Natalia, this will not be the last time this will happen. I promise you. You will have another builder or another customer looking at Bustle. You'll have another customer who's looking at Trendsetter, and they're going to compare you again. This will not be the last time you do a comparison. You might as well figure out what is different so that you can make sure the customer knows what is different between them and you. And if they match
that's
up
where
on
I'm at.
price. What's that?
I said, I think that's where I'm at. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. So I would take this home and do it. And then that's on the smaller side, right? So let's go back to where we were. And hang on, it's reloading. And so then you've got a home that's 334. He's not really looking for a 2-story, right? He's looking for
well, he's looking for a walkout is the main thing. So yeah, not necessarily the 2-story, just as long as it's got a walkout.
John, do we have walkouts in Rochester?
Yeah. Lots
33,
32 and 33 and
80.
lot 80. Yep.
Okay. So here's the meadow. This one looks like it's got a basement, right? So the meadow prices out at $448,900. And I would do the exact same thing here. I would go, so let's go to his meadow plan. This is what you got to do. You got to kind of reverse engineer what they're doing and pick it apart until you can figure out how can we beat them at what they do. So I would go to the meadow like this, and I would open this plan up. The meadow is 1,667 square feet on the first floor with a 3-car garage. And apparently we can do a basement on it, although I don't see a basement plan here. But
if you go back one, you had your basement just to the right.
Oh, did I?
Back one more there. There it is.
Oh, meadow basement. Thank you.
Yep.
Let's see. Still doesn't show a basement layout, but it's a basement plan, I guess. So, John, do we have a plan that compares to this?
Let me see here. I'm getting my eyes on it.
Can you zoom in on that, or on that
On what?
plan? On that plan, so
This one? Garnett?
the one that you just had pulled up, yeah.
It's on how zoomy you want me to be.
Okay, that's good.
And Bustle counts their square footage weird. What me and Travis are finding out, because we were kind of comparing and contrasting their 2-story plan to our new 2-story plan. And they've got to be including the garage inside the square footage. They've got to be.
Or porches or something. That's another thing you
Yeah.
always want to watch for, right?
Mhm.
But what you want to do is you want to get like the closest thing they have to what you have, and then sit there and pick it apart for what did
What-
they make included that we didn't.
Yeah. What that plan is, the meadow, that is our garnet with a basement under it.
Yep, I see that. What is the closest thing we have to it, John?
It's going to be a diamond, probably. That garnet, it's pretty big upstairs. So,
Well, the diamond's big upstairs. The garnet,
yeah, it's only about 1,500. So we're talking about probably about 130 square foot difference upstairs that plane will have on it.
so basically what you're just trying to do is create an apples to apples comparison of what do I have included that they don't, and what do they have included that I don't? What are the differences so you can point it out to your customers? And then, like Steve said, you want to say, good, whenever you, no, I'm just kidding.
It works.
Or loser, and you want to kind of do one of these when talk about them. That's a really good sales tactic. Just kidding. Don't do that. Any suggestions Steve gives you on that stuff? Just think, what is the opposite of what Steve said, and do that. It'd probably be better.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I would go through every single thing in this home and pull it up in your pricing system, right? So let's do that real quick. Let's just play around with this for a minute. Give me a second. Let me open up some stuff so I can do this. Give me a minute.
Hey, John,
Yeah.
do we have any more lock boxes, brother?
Nope. Well,
Okay.
I think there's one more in here.
Okay, I might need a couple more.
Okie dokie then.
I can grab them from KW too, or the Board of Realtors.
So if he's wanting a basement, I would take the closest thing, and John is saying that that's going to be a diamond.
Yeah, because that's the biggest basement we have.
Why do I feel like, oh, Jordan, you're logged in as me, aren't you?
No.
Oh, no, that's weird. It said you were, and then it wasn't. Okay, let me go 1310. Yeah, that is pretty similar in size. Let's go back though and see if there's another one. This is just what I do when somebody says they are a better deal, they have a better house, they have a whatever. I'm just like, okay, let me go figure it out. I just got to figure it out. I got to know what my competitor's doing. I mean, here you have the Obsidian with 13 square feet on the first floor. But the basement's so small. Their plan supposedly here is ginormous. 3,554 square feet. They're adding things in that are not part of it. They're counting unfinished square footage in the basement is what they're doing. I believe. This house is not 3,554 square feet. If I go into this plan and I look at this, this is basically the garnet, which was about 1,600. They're counting other stuff in 3,554. John, you're right. They are. And this is the example I gave the other day, you guys, where a builder, Embry, that I was going against on a deal, they were counting 600 extra square feet because the 3-car garage is 600 square feet. They counted their front porch and their back deck as square footage in their home.
Is that legal?
I think it's a gray area, but I would say it's very unethical.